what's up, y'all? This is Shake and Bake. You guys ready for a real story from Shake and Bake? This is story number 2, okay? The first one was the wetsuit. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And based on your comments where you said, hey, you want to hear some more, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it till you tell me stop. And this next one, okay, you see I got the Ranger memorabilia on, okay, from a long time ago in my younger days, okay. I went in when I was 18. I spent 4 years with the 3rd and 75th Ranger Battalion in Fort Benning, Georgia, okay. And I won't go into too much stuff, but what I'll tell you is it was a great experience. I'm so glad I did it, served my country, and to those out right now serving the country and those who have, big shout out to you. I want to make sure I say that. So here we go. Let's do this. So you see, okay, first of all, let's talk about what I have on. Okay, you see this patrol cap right here? I'll move in a little bit. It says Ranger Sergeant. This was the one I left with. Now, the funny thing about this patrol cap, I want to point out, is you see how it barely fits on my head? So that used to actually fit on my head. And I don't know if it's because I've just swelled up from multiple bee stings or something, too many Big Macs. But I didn't know your head could get fat on top. But the hat doesn't even go down. But I still love this hat. And it's like 20-something years old. I love this thing. Okay. Now, the shirt. Now, there's another problem going on with the shirt. I can't show you below my rib cage down here because my gut's hanging out. See, this shirt used to be big on me. But as you can see, you see the sleeves? Again, it's probably 50, 60 pounds ago, this was loose on me. Now it is like a girdle. I can barely breathe. I don't even know if I can make it through the story. But, hey, man, this is my original Ranger shirt I got after I got my Ranger tab. I was just grabbing like my man boobs there. And so, I got to hold on to it. And every once in a while, I'll wear this when I'm running to get motivated to try to get back in shape. Okay, so there's that. All right. So you got to get the setting. What we're going to talk about today, the story. Okay, and this is, again, one of my favorite stories. Now, you can imagine, this is so ingrained in my head. It's such a memory that I can tell exactly the same, verbatim, remember every detail as if it was yesterday. Okay, that's how much of an impact this had. And so go ahead and pull up a chair, or, get your favorite mixed drink, or maybe some iced tea, whatever. And let's do this. Okay, so here it is. So, I went through boot camp. I was infantry.
Oh, jeez.
I go through AIT. I go through jump school, right? And, jump school was 3 weeks back then. I don't know what it's like now. But, it was pretty controlled. It was tough, And what happens, you get 5 jumps out, right? You're basically a 5-jump chump, right? But it's controlled. It's fairly safe. They have to do that. Normally it's through the daytime. I think we did 1 night jump, right? So I do that, and then I go to pre-ranger. And it's 3 weeks of not too bad, but you got to go through this pre-ranger. And then I find out I'm going to 3rd Ranger Town. I'm like, oh, man, I'm stuck in Fort Benning, Georgia. That's right. I go there, right? And, right away when you go there, back then we wore the jungle fatigues, this kind of color here, right? And the rest of the units wore BDUs. So as soon as I got there, I was a duck. You stick out. It's brutal. And, they want to test you to make sure you can handle it, right? Which makes sense later as I got more into why they do that. Well, my first jump is going to come up with the Ranger Battalion, right? And it happens to be what's called like a mass tactical jump. This is going to be like a training mission up in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, on some undisclosed airfield out in the boonies. Nobody's really using it anymore. And what the mission base is, we're going to jump in a whole battalion and basically seize this airfield, okay? And if I'm not scared now I'm scared. Like, I wanted the first jump to be like at 2 in the afternoon. Maybe we meet for margaritas afterwards. Maybe a barbecue on the drop zone. That wasn't going to be the case. Okay, so we get all geared up. We go down to the airfield and we take off for this mission. Right now, the jump is going to be like at 1 in the morning. That's what most of my jumps in the range were. There, at night. You don't jump during the day. Okay, and I learned that quickly. And jumps from about 800 feet. Your chute's open at maybe 600, and before you know, you're on the ground, right? Scared me every time. I wasn't one of those macho rangers. I had no issue admitting I was scared. I didn't say it, but I was scared. Don't tell anybody. I was scared. So what happens is we're going up, and I had this squad leader. And I swear, I don't know what it with these guys, but when I first got there, they look scary. Just their looks, the sounds they made, just yeah. You know, I never understand them. So I just always said, yes, Sergeant. So we're flying up there, and this sergeant sitting next to me, which I did not like that. And the whole way he's talking, now let me tell you something, Ranger Baker. That's like he was. I can't remember the time. He was like, I don't tell you. It was country. Let me tell you something, Ranger Baker. You ain't in airborne school anymore. Now, when we get up there to jump this mission, we got one pass only. You hear me? One pass. Yes, Sergeant. I can understand what he's saying. And when we go, this red light stuff, because you don't see when you're jumping, there's a green light to go. It's like the movies. Red light, you don't jump. That's the rule,
Yeah,
right? That's
fine.
what you learn in airborne school. He says, if that red light comes on, you follow my instructions, right? We got one pass this mission. We got to go out. There's bad guys on the ground, and we got to take this airfield. You understand? I'm like, hey, yes, Sergeant. And I said, well, but Sergeant, and then I was stupid. No. I said, Sergeant, I learned at airborne school that when it's red, you don't. What? He about smacked me in my face, and he said it one more time. No matter what, you hear me? No matter what, you follow my instructions. If I say jump, I don't care if the light's purple. You jump. I said, okay, Sergeant. So now I'm petrified. I'm thinking, what have I got myself into? So we're in this. I think it was what were we in? 141. We're jumping off a 141. It's full of special ops jeeps, special ops dirt bikes, which was really cool. It's kind of like I was like in the octagon with Chuck Norris, right? I never seen this stuff. And, they treat the new guy kind of like they don't get too close to you. So it's kind of like you're on your own at first. And, so you kind of get the looks on it. They're watching you to see if you're freaking out. And I was trying to keep my, stone cold like face, but I was scared to death. And so we're coming in, and we stand up.
No, you're making sounds. I always feel horrible.
I'm like one of the last jumpers in this line. And that Sergeant Psycho, he's on the front. He's the front of it. So I'm about like 12 back, right? Maybe a little farther. I can't remember exactly. Coming in, right? Planes doing this up and down. I'm ready to hurl and puke. And it's, like I said, 1 a.m. Good illumination. We had a little bit of illumination. The moon was out.
I'm playing them my Ranger
and
story.
We're gonna do 6 minutes.
On the pre-show.
We're doing equipment check, 30 seconds. We're hooked up. All ready to go. Got stack line over the arm. It's about to go time, right? Door opens up. Let me tell you, if other paratroopers, you know this, when that door opens up and you hear the roar of those engines, man, the pucker factor. But at the same time, you're pumped. Man. You're like, yeah, let's do this. And so we're going in, and door opens up. He's standing at the door. Jump masters doing their thing, spotting the drop zone. But it's night. They're trying to figure it out. And
there's already 8 people watching the pre-show.
I swear to you. He looks back at me in the stick, right? He looks back. And he looks back
I'm hoping
and he says,
I'm going to chat with her.
Ranger Baker, no matter what.
Yeah, I got to heat my coffee up still. I can't tell. Is my outfit okay?
And I think it was like he knew in advance. He knew it wasn't going to go right. Something was not going to go right here. And at this point, I'm thinking, I wonder if it's too late to quit. It was too late. It was too late. It was going to happen. So he actually, I now remember, he wasn't going for it. He was up there. He was going to send dudes out. We get the green light. Boom. Dudes are heading out, man. They're jumping out into no man's land. They're going, disappearing. I'm shuffling up, eyeballs wide open. And he turns back. The light turns red. No kidding you. Light turns red. I'm thinking, okay, thank goodness. I get to sit down and miss the whole mission. He turns around and screams, keep going. And what are you going to do, right? I couldn't stay. So we keep going. I'm like 6 deep when the light turns red. So that means we've missed the drop zone, okay? I'm still going. I'm the last guy. Past my stack line, out I go. And if you've ever jumped, or maybe you haven't jumped, the analogy I like to use is basically go down the highway about 60, 70 miles an hour, roll the window down, take a little piece of paper, throw it out.
No,
Don't actually do it, but
what?
You but you get the idea. As soon as it hits that wind,
heat it up?
poof, it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing happened. I go out, boom, that wind hits you. Now I'm at 6 jumps. I go out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You go from this violent experience to poof, shoot open, quiet, air ruffling through the parachute, right? It's dark, but I can see a little bit. But I'm looking around.
I already took it up. It's on the kitchen by the microwave.
800 feet, 600 shoots. You got a couple seconds to make a decision what's going to happen here, right? So and it's a T10. I think it was T10 Bravo, right? I can't remember the acronyms, but it was the one you don't have toggles. You pull all these risers, to try to steer. And my shirt came up there. Hold on, guys. So I'm looking around, and I'm looking for the drop zone, and it's not going to be lit up, but you're going to see a little bit of opening in the. It's all wooded. I don't see it. Yeah, ain't no drop zone down there. Because I'm nowhere near that drop zone. And not only did I go out on the red, but they missed the whole damn drop zone, which is not totally uncommon. Go out, right? It's like World War II. They miss drop zones. It happens, even in training. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, where am I? I see all these twinkling lights. I'm thinking, what is that? Am I like over New York City? I mean, am I over, what's the city like in North Carolina? Raleigh? North Carolina? I mean, where am I? So, as I'm getting closer, I'm thinking, what am I seeing down here? Am I about to land in Times Square? Then I start to see, almost like broccoli, the head of broccoli, kind of ruffled a little bit. Like, I think, what is that? And as I get closer, I realize, to my horror, you know what that is? A little ruffling. Couldn't figure out the lights yet. Trees. Yeah. Woods. Forest. Okay. I got about a second or two to think what to do. And what they teach you in airborne school back then, I don't know what they teach you now, is, when you're coming down, you got your hands on the risers trying to steer these things, is you bring your arms in over your armpits like this, right, to cover any sticks going up in there, and you put your head and you cover up your head face like this. So you got your armpits covered, your face, and you bring your knees up, put your legs together, right, and you're just ready. Basically, think of the movie Rambo, the first one. He jumps off that cliff and you're going through the branches. That's what I want you to be thinking about when I describe this, okay? So as I'm coming, I'm getting closer and closer. I can't see any detail. I still see these lights, which I don't understand. And then I hit my first branch, and it's Armageddon. I mean, I'm hitting branches. I flip through my risers. I hear branches breaking. Moment for like a 2-inch stick about 10 feet long just to impale me, and I'm stuck. So, that's how they're going to find Shake on his first jump. Basically impaled up in a tree like a pig with an apple in his mouth. It's over, right? Flipping, banging, sticks crashing, nothing. I don't get stabbed, nothing. I was so pumped, right? I didn't feel anything. And all of a sudden I come to a stop. I stop, and I'm kind of like swinging around, hanging for my risers, but it's pitch black. I can't see. I mean, it's dark in the woods, right? I hear kind of branches breaking above me. I'm thinking, oh my God, what's going on? I'm scared to death. I'm making all kinds of whimpering noises, right? I wasn't a macho guy. I mean, I was a ranger, but I wasn't like the macho kind. I just, just did it. So finally all this stops, right? And I'm hanging there, and it's pitch black. I'm thinking, now what, right? But, back to training. They do a great job of training you. So what they teach is to take your helmet off, right? And you drop this helmet, and you count 1001, 1002, and based on how long it takes before you hear it hit, gives you an idea of how high you are, right? Now, let me describe what I got on first of all. I got a big ammo case on my side with a saw machine gun, heavy as hell, hanging on me. I got my rucksack, another 50, 60, 70 pounds on the front of me, because I never got it lowered. Got my reserve, right? And that's me hanging there, right? So I dropped my helmet. I'm like 1001, 1002. I was really hoping to hear it at 1001. I never heard it hit. Never heard it hit. Okay? Now I about threw up. As soon as that happened and I didn't hear it hit, I stopped moving. I thought, oh my God, I'm hundreds of feet in the air. I mean, we're talking big pine trees, right? I think I'm dead. So I'm hanging there, and basically I turned into like a frozen statue because I noticed if I moved a little bit, I'd hear branches breaking above. And I think I'm like 1,000 feet in the air. So last thing I want is to go crashing down, right? So I'm hanging there. And the other thing I realized is I'm not on top of a tree. So, my chute did not go on top of, like, this is the tree right here. So here's 2 trees. I'm in between them. So my chute is just kind of in some branches, barely holding on. So I hang there, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30. I'm, doing a little praying. I don't know. I'm thinking of what I'm done, right? I'm either going to die, I'm quitting, I don't know what. And so here's the problem. So you got these straps between your legs, right? You got the straps, this harness. And the problem is I've been hanging there now. I realized I can't feel my legs anymore. I can't feel my legs. Okay, because the weight of my body, the machine gun, all this. Can't feel my legs, and I can't feel, when I have kids one day, I can't feel any of it. So at this point, now I'm 18 years old, and I'm thinking, and I may be 19 at this point. I think I'm too young to lose all that, especially that. No, ain't happening. So I got to man up. There's nobody else. I'm in the woods. I hear gunfire in the distance. Pop, 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 pop. They're duking it out against the bad guys. It's fake, but, we're duking it out. A bunch of guys out there. And, they told me to be tactical. Once you get in there, we got like a running password. Don't give. So I'm thinking I'm behind enemy lines. What if they catch me? So I can't scream out, help me. So I just, but everything's going numb. So first thing I do, I never lived this down. I'm desperate, though. I take my weapon, this heavy machine gun, I unclip it, boom, let go. Burns in. 1,000. I mean, I hear the thud below. It's way down there, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, I got to get over to one of these trees. Because, what am I going to do now? I'm still losing feeling here. I grab my riser, these straps go up to your chute, and I start pulling. I'm manning up, man. I'm pulling this thing. And what's happening is I'm swinging sideways, back and forth between these two trees, which are probably 20 feet apart, between the two. And I'm pulling. But the farther I swing like a pendulum, them branches are breaking. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm past the point of no return. Because if I stop at this point, am I going to break? So I just keep going. The faster I go, the more that are breaking. I finally get over one of these big old trees, and I bear hug it. So you got to imagine, I'd stand up, but I got the thing hanging out. I'm hanging on this tree. I mean, bear hugging it. I mean, like a beast, but it's big. I mean, I'm like this, right? I'm not a big guy, so I'm like holding this thing. My risers are trying to pull me back out there. I got a death grip. I mean, I've got like claws. I mean, there must be an inch into the tree bark, and I hung on right there. And luckily, right next to there was a branch, like a big branch. So what I did, I have this. You have this like quick release on your harness. I pulled that off, and I wrapped it around that stick real quick and tied it off. So I had, now I'm kind of like tied to the tree, and I'm being pulled back out in the middle. At least I can rest out. So I'm like kind of hanging there, and this is where I sit for like another, 30 minutes, just chilling up there. I realized what the lights were. They were fireflies, thousands of them. It was almost something like out of Disney, like Avatar. I mean, they're just flooding around. I was like, man, this is. And in this half hour, I'm, waiting there. I hear a noise below. I hear all of a sudden I hear movement, bushes breaking. A couple dudes are talking. I think, oh my God, it's the bad guys. How do I know who it is? I scream out, what am I taking, a POW? What? So I start doing this. I don't know, I saw it in a movie. So I start making these owl sounds, and I hear them look, hey, shh, we hear something. Shh. So and they're like, hey, who's up there? They can't see me, it's pitch black. And I could recognize a voice, I think, or someone I was just too scared. I said, it's Ranger Baker. That's my name, Baker. It's Ranger Baker. That's where a little bit of the shake and bake comes from. I just slipped there. So I was like, Ranger Baker. And they're like, what? They said, where are you, man? I said, I'm up in the tree. So they said, and there's a couple giggles, right? And they said, well, shine your flashlight down us so we can kind of tell how high you are, right? So I had a flashlight. I pull this flashlight and I turn it on, flash it down towards them. I should have never done that. 2 reasons. One, I saw how high it was, which I don't know, 150 feet. I mean, way up there. Insane. I must have hit the 2 tallest trees in the whole damn forest. Here's the best part: when they saw my light up there, how far up I was, the laughter that emitted from that forest. They said, oh my God, man, we have never seen anybody so high in a tree. And those guys laughed. They said, hey, we'll send you help back, man. Off they go to fight this battle. They leave me up there, right? Now I'm up here now almost 2 hours. And all of a sudden I hear the planes. Yeah. The planes that I jumped out of, they'd landed and let the Jeeps out, taking off, leaving over my head. Gone. Back to Georgia. So I thought. There's tears swelling up now. I think this is it. Will I live up on this tree and starve up here? Will they find me at 60 pounds, starved to death? So now I don't know what to do. So now maybe another 30 minutes pass. I'm sitting up there. At this point, I have no clue. I'm stiff as a board, scared to death. I hear some more noise in the bushes below. More noise is coming, right? I'm thinking they're sending a fire truck with the ladder, maybe even a helicopter with the Navy guys going to come get me. I don't know, because, I don't know what the Rangers are like. I'm thinking they're coming to save me, right? You know what they send out? They sent out a staff sergeant and a medic. 2 people to get me down from this tree. 2 people to get me down from this 100-and-something foot tree, pitch black, brand new, 19, 18 years old, scared to death. So these guys say, hey, Razorback, right? So I shine the flashlight again. They start laughing. And the sergeant says, we're going to get you down. I said, how you going to do that? He says, we're going to talk you down. I said, you're going to talk me down? He says, that's right. I'll talk you down. Now get ready. He tells me, first off, this is what they train to teach you to do, right? Is you lower your reserve. So I pull my reserve, chute drops down, but it only goes so far. It's not 20-something feet maybe. I don't remember. Not that far. And he says, get out of your harness. That's only he's holding me on this tree. Get out of your harness and shimmy down your reserve. Yeah. I said, I ain't doing that. Now, you got to imagine, you don't talk. Okay, let me just tell you the little thing first. In the range, especially then, I don't know what it's like now. First of all, the sergeants are gods. I saw a dude beat down for even looking wrong at one, right? For me as a new guy, private, duck, to say no, that's like a cardinal sin. But I was so scared I did. I said, no, I ain't doing it. He says, and I'm going to do some cussing here because I got to tell you what he said. I'm going to beep it out, but you'll be able to read my lips, I think. He said, grab your don't be a and I bleeped all that out because, but you can read my lips, right? That's what he says to me. And so now he's like challenging my manhood. I'm like, okay. And I said, you ain't the one up here. I actually said that to him. And then I started to unhook stuff. I started to slow it one strap at a time. I finally get it. And that last one goes, right? The harness is going to get dragged back out in the middle. But I'm holding the reserve lines. Nothing's holding me this tree now. Nothing. If I slip, I'm probably chicken bacon won't exist. I'm not making these videos. And so I have the tree. I got the reserve lines. I'm shimmying down a little bit, I didn't know I had a grip like that when you're scared, right? So I'm shimmying down. I make it to the end of the reserve as far as it goes. Another branch. I sit on the branch. There's nothing holding me on. My harness is above me. I'm at the bottom of the reserve. I have no clue how much farther I have to go. So they're like, okay, we're all right. Good job, Ranger Baker. We're just going to keep you going, right? I'm like, all right. So I grab this tree. This is all real, the real deal. Grab this tree. It's huge. It's huge. And I got the bark, and I got my feet dug in and my hands, and I start, I'm like inching down this baby, inch by inch, right? But you know how much strength that takes, energy to do that? And I would do that until I get to the next branch. I get to the next branch, I'd stop and rest for a couple minutes. And this went on, it seemed like forever. So I keep doing this, you're doing great. This tree was huge. As I keep going, you can only do this bear hugging. So I don't have a rope around the tree or nothing. I got jungle boots on. They're sliding. As I get farther towards the bottom, right? Farther, I start to slip. And I'm starting to... They scream out, you're almost at the bottom. Now, what does that mean to you? Almost at the bottom to me is like 5 feet. 6, maybe 7. That's at the bottom to me. So I hear this, and the bark is coming off. I'm making noise, scream. So I let go. I'm thinking 5 feet. I can take that. I'm young. I'm fit. I fell forever. I'm doing the Lynn Swan backward fall, and I hear them scream out, he's fallen! Run! These dogs run out of the way because they think I'm going to land and kill them. That's how I fell. At least, 30-something feet all the way in. Boom, on my back. Luckily, under this pine tree, someone's looking out for me. It's all pine needles, like inches thick. I hit this on my back, bounce a little bit, knocks the air out of me, and I'm laying like a skunk or a squirrel on its back with my hands up in the air and my feet sticking straight up. And they come running back and like, oh my God, man, you all right? You all right? I'm in shock. I'm just laying there, right? Because I think I'm dead, right? And I got my hands up, my feet sticking straight up like this, straight up. And they said, move something. So I moved my fingers. I like start moving my fingers. They're like, no, move your body, man. So I move some arms, legs. I get up. I'm alive. I can. They're rolling, and I mean, I cannot believe. And they said, now this is the funny part. I'm just glad. Where's your weapon? I said, I don't know. I got rid of that like hours ago. The beatdown commenced. They were pissed. Found the weapon. Oh, I'm wrapping it up. We make it out of the woods, and the battle's over. The planes that were doing they were doing touchdowns. They take off, land, so they didn't leave me. Get up there. As soon as I come up, here's that mean old squad leader. He looks at me, and other guys are behind him, and he looks at me. He's like, Ranger Baker, welcome to the Ranger Battalion. I'm glad you broke your chair tonight. That is how I started off on the Rangers, and man, there were some wild things that happened with that. And maybe I'll share some more if you guys want to hear more. But that was my true story, my first jump in the Army Rangers. And man, I'll never forget it. I'm just happy to be here and survive that for a lot of reasons. So, hey, guys, again, thanks for the subs. Thanks for the likes. If you want more of these, I will do them. Cheers, peace. You guys have a good night.
All right.
I'm Carrie D. I've had moderate to severe plaque psoriasis most of my life, but that hasn't stopped me from modeling.
The wetsuit. Don't do it. Don't do it, Shake. All right, let's get this party going. Let's give Shirley a call real quick here. We got a lot to talk about today. I am pumped for this show today because there is a lot going on in this show today. Let's get my jam, my morning jam here. Welcome everybody to What's Shaking with your host, Shake and Bake. Woo! Damn! That's the way to wake up in the morning right there. All right, let me give Shirley the call. This is Shirley Curry. I'm so pumped to get her on here because I talked to her on Skype the other day. She is a 79-year-old grandma gamer, and she is awesome. Sausages. I'm calling her right now. I feel like I'm calling the president. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Shirley. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good.
Are we in sync with what I'm watching in the video right now?
Well, it will be. There's a delay on that stream. And so everything we're saying right now, they're going to see and hear in about 30 seconds.
I see.
Yes, that's how it works. Okay, so we're starting the show off with you, Shirley. People have been very excited for this. I've been telling them all about you. I've shared your YouTube channel with everybody. And basically, it's not too long of a show. It might be a little bit longer today because I have a lot of things to cover. But we're going to start off with you, Shirley. And when you're done with your part, you're obviously welcome to stay on here with me and add comments to whatever I say or whatever. Or you could leave. I don't know how busy you are, but you're welcome.
I am.
Okay, you're busy. Okay, so we'll get going. And basically, first off, I'll tell everybody, Shirley commented on one of my videos. It was the Vortex one. And asked a question. I responded, and she actually subbed to my channel. So what I do sometimes, I like to go check out people who sub my channel and check out their channel. And I get to Shirley's channel, and I see she's 79, right?
Yes.
Yes,
I am.
79. But I would say from her comments and from talking to her, very young at heart, which I think is awesome. Yeah. And so I reach out to Shirley, and we eventually talk on Skype. And I really enjoyed the conversation and her enthusiasm about gaming. And so I invited her on the show, and here she is. And I think Shirley, a couple things. One, I'd love you to tell the story how you got into gaming, how you got 36,000 subs with like 10 videos, blew my mind, and then maybe talk a little bit about Skyrim and why you love that game.
Oh my goodness. I got started in gaming in the mid 90s because one of my sons bought me my first computer and gave me a game with it, which was Civilization 2.
Okay.
And he taught me how to use the computer and he taught me how to play games. So I played that for years until I discovered Skyrim last fall and fell in love with that type of gaming. It's more like a character in a movie instead of a board game. And I really love it. So I just finally, a few weeks ago, decided I wanted to try to record because I love watching so many of the gamers play, and I thought it looked like fun. So I did and didn't know what I was doing and uploaded my first video, and it just went viral.
Well, I actually have your page up on the screen. I went to your videos, and again, it'll show up on the stream here in a minute. But because I never did look at like when here's, I think is it Skyrim EPS 1? I think that's your first video, right?
Yes.
700. I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on, because this blows my mind. 775,000. Well, 654 views. I'm gonna put the link in the chat over here. Just so people see this. Unbelievable. And I cut you off. I'm sorry. You were going to say, how did this go viral?
Well, I get a lot of comments from people underneath other people's videos because I comment a lot to the guys that I like to watch.
Okay.
And so I get a lot of comments to me. And one of the guys watched the video and he sent it to Reddit. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
At Reddit.
Uh-huh.
And it was on their front page. And from there, it just went viral. In a few hours, I checked my email for some reason or other, and there was 11,000 emails on there. I didn't know how to get rid of them, and I panicked, and I started crying.
That is insane.
It scared me to death. I thought, what is happening?
You thought it was Putin or the Chinese had hacked into your system, and they were coming for you. Man.
I had just put it up there for a fun thing to do. I didn't know this was all going to happen. And now I have to keep putting them out every day.
Well, that is, and then I've seen I've watched some of your videos. I love the commentary, and people seem to really enjoy them, and they're really like supportive comments. You know, Shirley, try this.
Mostly.
Yeah, really. Yeah, every once in a while we get some weirdos on there. I get the same thing. So, but that is awesome, and I think, and then you were telling me about Skyrim when you play it, that you get distracted by these side missions, or is that what you were telling me something about that?
Well, I like going out across the countryside and discovering caves to go into and camps along the way with bandits to fight and stuff like that. I don't like to follow the big quest line because it gets boring to me after a while. I
Right.
can't discover things for myself that way. So I decided to play differently and pick the Khajiit this time because they're merchants.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just a traveling merchant.
Well, you are the kindest person in Skyrim. Oh, the videos I've watched,
Oh.
you are. I mean, you know, the commentary. I think I do love though your comments that you make to your sidekick. Like, are you going to get up here?
Well, she irritates me to death.
I mean, I'm rolling. When like the comments to the sidekick, it's like, well, get up here. Why aren't you fighting? Shut up. It's like, I mean, don't let your neighbors hear you because they're going to think somebody else is in your place.
I've thought of that. But when I'm playing, the gameplay is so real to me. I'm so immersed in that it's just real.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well,
that's
I
why
think
I talk to people.
Well, I think that's why a lot of us game, I know I do. It's like, you want to have that experience where you feel that immersion, like where it's almost like reading a good book, or painting a picture,
Yes.
where you disconnect from we'll say the real world, and
Yes.
you have this moment, and then all of a sudden you look at the clock, it's 3 hours later, or it's 2 in the morning, and you're like, oh my, I better go, you lose track of time.
That happens often.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's when you have a great game. It's like when that happens, like when you are like
Yes.
sucked into it.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta get caught up on the chat real quick. Shirley, hold on one second here.
Okay.
There's some questions coming in. Well, people are they're like, Shake, you need to up your game. But one question that came in from looks like Christian is, do you play? I think it's Civilization 5. I think.
Yes, I played 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
I played those games for years until I discovered Skyrim last fall.
And that did it. That just did you in.
Yeah, I can't play them board game looking games anymore.
Right. And then let's see that I got to check. I started using this new program, which I'm going to talk about today later after we're done talking. It's called Discord, and so I'm going to check that real quick because it's kind of a really amazing voice chat community program. And I'm looking in there right now because someone said check the link. So let me just go in here real quick to see if somebody sent me a link in here. I don't see anything yet. Hold on. Let me look back up here. I don't see the link. Let me go back to the other chat. Maybe there's no more links going to be in there. They can't put links in there. And then it says here a couple more. Christian wants you to be his grandma.
Yes,
And,
I was just looking at that. That's what I get from everybody. That's why I call them my grandkids.
I want you to be my grandma because I love it. Because I'm an older gamer. I thought I was like one of the older ones or whatever until I saw you. And then to be honest, as an older gamer, I start to worry am I too old to be gaming? Do people think this is weird, especially me doing the YouTube and all that? And then I see you, and I'm like, I got the green light. This is golden. I mean, inspired me, to press on. So I thank you for that.
Well, good. That's what I'm trying to do to older people that are gaming, because most of them have cartoons as their thumbnail picture, or they never mention in their profile anything about their age. So It's like they're hiding because they're afraid that people would think they're too old to be gaming.
Right.
And that's why I put my picture on there and state in my profile my age, because I want to meet people and them know me, who I really am while I'm gaming.
That's awesome. I'm there with you. I mean, I was a little nervous at first, but once I came out of the closet, out of the gaming closet, I came out. Now I can't stop. So I agree with that. I would bet there is a lot of closet gamers, older gamers, that don't disclose that for that reason. And so Shirley and Shake are on a mission to pull them out of the closet. And I think it's okay. We could say we're gamers and not be embarrassed about it. So,
right. I get a lot of comments from older gamers now, and see, you would never have known that they was there.
Right.
And so I'm quite openly saying, we are out there. Like I sound like an alien. We are out there.
Oh, you're awesome, man. I look at the chat. People love you, Shirley. What the people are saying, hope they're still gaming at 79. I hope I'm still alive at 79. And then nobody's too old to game from JM. And I just love, I got a great community that's really supported me. And I love the comments they make. It's just awesome. Now, describe your PC.
Oh my goodness, I really don't know how to describe it.
Well, do your best, because especially tell everybody, once you kind of describe your setup a little bit, tell them what you call the thing, because that was my favorite part.
I call it's the beast.
It's the beast.
And I play on it like a boss.
Shirley for president. No, what I love about that is a lot of people ask you, what's your setup? What I love your responses. I don't really know, but all I know, it's a beast.
I'm looking through the little screen in the side of it right now, and it says GeForce GTX. That's all I know.
Well, don't you have like 3
And
hard drives?
I've got 3 hard drives,
Yep.
2 inside and 1 sitting on my desk. And I've got a new keyboard that has a whole bunch of buttons on the left side that you're supposed to program as hotkeys for your games.
Right.
I have no idea how to use them and wouldn't even attempt to try.
That is, I'm the same way. I mean, some of the games I play, especially if people ask me what, play, like a guy last night was asking me, why don't you play Arma 3 Shake or, some of these other games, if I pull the screen up and I have to hit more than 4 keys on my keyboard to do something, I don't play it. I'm so confused. When you bring up the inventory systems and you see like about 1,000 little boxes on your screen and you got to drag and drop and you got,
Oh, right.
yeah, my mind is blown. I can't do it.
My new mouse has so many keys and wheels and buttons on it. I don't know what to do with them.
And then you don't know what your graphics card is, but I'm guessing you got like 3.
Oh.
You probably got 2 or 3 in there. Who knows what you got in there?
I know it's NVIDIA 980.
980, the beast.
Yep, the beast.
It's a 980. I mean, who has a grandma like this? I mean, think if you're the grandchild that comes over to visit and you see grandma has got the ultimate beast PC. I mean, this is like the envy of any kid in a town.
They think it's cool that I'm playing games now, but they can't touch the beast.
No, well, I can relate because I almost said man cave, but I'm moving away from man cave. I actually call it like the gaming cave, which they have put me in the basement, right? That's what my family, they stuck me in the basement. And I got this big setup with the studio lights, the green screen, and they know they can't touch.
Right.
They can look at it. There's no touching unless they're under supervision. The funniest thing happened to me though the other day is like I've been doing this, and again you talk about coming out with this and like getting support, whatever. My mother-in-law, she's older, and they kind of knew I was kind of doing this, but not really. And the other day, she happened to be in the hospital for something, and she was there with my father-in-law, and they actually watched one of my live streams, and I was horrified. I thought my wife had shared the link with them, and it was the interview I did with War of Rights with the development team. And I said, "Oh, you showed that to them?" I didn't really want them to see it. They called me up, and they were like, and she's about your age, older, and she was like, "That's awesome, shake and bake." I was like, "What?" And so I think that's along your message of, sometimes if it's something you're passionate about, you enjoy it, go for it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I love it.
The other part of my beast is my 2 27-inch monitors. That's pretty cool too.
Well, yeah, in fact, I told my son the other day, he goes, "Well, what do you got?" I said, "Well, just a 24-inch." And he was like looking at me like, you need to come on, Shake. You need to do something here. I need a third monitor, actually. I'd like to have 3 because when you're doing these streams and stuff, you got so much information you try to put up on your other screens.
Right.
So I need to invest in a third screen.
I almost wish I had. My son asked me if I wanted a third screen, and I said no. He's got 4 screens.
Oh, wow. Wow.
See, he's teaching me well.
Yeah, and just to get you updated some comments through this program, which it's called Discord. I can't remember that name. I keep wanting to say other words besides Discord. That seems like the hardest name to remember, but it's called Discord. And in here, people are typing away. And General Crisis says, "I've been watching Shirley's Skyrim playthrough, and she is great." That's awesome to read.
Aw.
Yep. And over here in the chat, let's see if there's any new. Yeah, like the Arma 3. You got to get used to it. I was actually talking to Baltazar about this last night, actually. And I think we're pretty much caught up over there. All right, Shirley, you're welcome to hang around. I don't know if you're going to do that. Are you going to be leaving or hanging around?
I will be leaving because I
Okay.
have other things I have to do this morning.
Okay.
But
Well,
it's been fun talking to you. It was fun talking to you on Skype the other day, too. I
yeah.
ran this by my son, and he said, go for it. He said, he's a fun guy.
Well, again, I mean, I put in my description. I try to be a really positive person. I love life. I love to laugh and have fun.
Me too.
Yep, life's too short. And so, again, your channel, all of that, I think it's awesome. I loved watching your videos, your commentary, and I really enjoyed our conversation on Skype. And just it felt relaxed and fun. And hats off for you for kind of going for it and doing what you're doing. And if you want to throw some of those subs my way, I'll take a couple because that is amazing.
Okay.
You have a wonderful
Thank you.
day.
Thank you for having me on, and thank all of you in the chat for all the nice things that you say to me.
Okay, well, we hope to see more of your videos, and I'll be sharing them on my channel.
All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How awesome was that? I gotta bring. That just made my day. I hope it made your guys' day. I gotta bring up. This is for that's for Shirley right there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is just awesome. I hope that's me at 79. I hope I'm still going. I hope I'm still shake and bake doing this. I mean, that was just unreal, and she is such a kind person. I loved it. All right, I'm gonna check Discord real quick. If you guys don't know about Discord, I put the links on the chat. You can join us in Discord. It's real easy to get in there. I'm just checking that out real quick. Nothing in there. Okay. Oh man, that was just like awesome sausages. I'm gonna put the link to her channel again, guys, in the chat here, real quick. So you guys, if you want to check it out. All right, move it on. Okay, Thomas, welcome to the live stream, and everybody else, again, good morning to you. Here we go. Cope Dingo, you're awesome. Cope Dingo just sent a message on, I see the name, Discord, and Discord. He basically said this is better than watching the morning news. I love doing this, and at some point, this show is going to expand if people wanted to. All right, let's move on here. Next on is Discord. I forgot to ask her about Fallout, Hobbs. I know, but she is getting Fallout. She is pumped for Fallout 4. She will be doing it, and I hope the one thing with Fallout 4, not to get distracted, but I don't think Fallout 4 has co-op. And does anybody know? Are they talking about co-op for Fallout 4? Because I think that would be so epic to like. Could you imagine doing some co-op with Shirley and Fallout 4? I'd love to do some like Call of Duty with Shirley. All right, here we go. Hey, Sidarist. All right, I'm getting distracted because I was so pumped for me. Discord. What the hell is Discord, Shake? Okay, I don't remember who it was in the chat from the other day, but somebody in the live stream said to me, Shake, you got to check out this Discord. And I didn't know I didn't know what that meant. Discord. What kind of name is that? And so, hey, Nev just got into Discourse, man. I'm glad you're there. I'll adjust your settings after the stream, my friend. But basically, it's, I've used Mumble, TeamSpeak, what else? What's the other one? Raid Call, all different voice servers. And I was using TeamSpeak until I discovered this. I've died and gone to heaven. And I'm not doing a pitch for these guys. It is amazing, this Discord program. I'm going to put the link in the chat because you guys right now in the stream can join us in Discord and check this out. And the cool thing about Discord is why this is great for a YouTube channel, whether you're live stream or whatever, is when you go to that link, all you do is put your username in. You have to download nothing. And once you're in there, it's through the web browser. And let me get you guys Shake's Pub, the link to Shake's Pub. And I'm actually going to, we got a new message. Hey, Jam's in the house. Yes. I got to find it. Where the hell is it at? I can't find it. I got to share the link. Where's my link? Share the link, Shake. I gotta find the link. I gotta find the link. Oh no. There's got to be a way to. I was able to do this earlier, but now it's not on the. Baltazar's in there. I'll find it and get it on there. It's in the chat, and it actually should be on the stream channel over here at the bottom. Yeah. It's right there. If you look under the description of this stream, you'll see the link over there. I think that should be it. It's awesome, man. Actually, I'm going to bring it up on the screen. I'm going to show you what this looks like right now. This is what's happening right now in Discord. Man, I would have gave it a different name. But I'm in there right now, and I'm going to show you what is so amazing about this. First off, on Discord is minimal impact to your system. TeamSpeak uses a little more. Raid Call definitely uses more. Skype uses a ton more. So impact to your system while you're gaming is much better. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's the server. JM just put it up there. But once you get it, you can see off to the right here, right? I got a bunch of people, and I don't actually know if this is actually showing up on the screen. Oh, here it comes, yeah. But basically, all these people are in here. And what's cool about this is it's got a lot more features, and the interface to me is much better, and it allows people from the chat, from the live stream, whatever, to quickly jump in this without downloading nothing. Now, you can download the desktop version, what I did, which gives you more flexibility. But once you get in here, there's all these text channels, right, that I can create. There's like right now we got a lounge. People are in here. I'm gonna do a shout out to everybody. Now, here's the really cool thing. And this is all in the permissions you sent, right? Is in here I can share anybody. You can share links. In fact, let's do this. I'll show you this. What somebody shared earlier is up. I mean, like you see pictures, but check this out. Music. You can share it in here, and I think this is so cool. This is really a community hub. And there he is, the Foster. The Foster. Huge shout out to you, man. This program is amazing. And Foster, I want you to send me a PM on YouTube because I'm going to send you something. You're going to get a gift from Shake for turning me on to this. It's awesome. And basically, I'll get back to it. But again, thank you so much, Foster. You go in here, you can share stuff. I can set permissions, all of that. And you can have these, here's the Stream Lounge right now. People are chatting in here. And what I eventually want to do is move people from the YouTube chat into this program because you're going to meet people, network, find other gamers, share information. So this is awesome. And it's free. You don't have to download nothing. And then also they got voice channels. You got, open mic. I got all these different channels set up. You got some people right now in the Shake Stream public. I'm in the private because I'm doing the show. VIP events, patron events, there's privileges. This is awesome. Sausages cubed. I love it. All right, I'm going to minimize that. So check that out, man. It is... I know I'm like gushing, but I can't help it. This is epic. Oh, here's the other cool thing. So when I'm minimized it, right? What happens is I get notifications. You can set this in the settings, but like when people are posting stuff in Discord, it pops up on my screen. And if somebody's playing a game in Discord over here, it tells me what game they're playing. That is awesome. And again, this is the way you guys can network with each other, meet each other, jump into Shake and Bake's live streams. But I also got Hobbs on here. Hobbs is Shake's patron, and because of where his backing level is, his channel gets added here. And so when Hobbs is live streaming, if he wants to start a chat in here or do a private live stream and get people in his voice or his chat, this is where you can come to check out his stuff. Woo! I am on a roll this morning, and I was up late last night. Here's a video I did on it. If you want to watch that later, I'll put this in the chat. You can check it out. All right, let's take that down. Next up is Squad. That was not a Squad. That's how I say Squad. Squad has come out with a big update, and I've downloaded it. I'm gonna be jamming this, hopefully with a couple other people that have the game. And hello, Christian. He's in the lounge. It just popped up, and big update with Squad. A whole bunch of stuff. I'm not even going to go through the whole change list. But if you right now were in, see, I can't remember the name. I keep wanting to say Defiance. If you were in Discord right now, one of the things like in the lounge is if I share, let me actually bring that back down. If I take this link and copy, right? If I just put it in this chat over here on the live stream. Okay, see you, Huckleberry. If I put it in the live stream, you get a link and you go to it. But here's what's cool about Discord. I'm in the. I'm gonna go to Shake Stream Lounge, and I'm gonna put it in here. Now, what's amazing about this is like basically a web browser, web based, and so it actually gives a link and it also gives a description of what it is. But now people can comment in here on the stream. Basically, I love this. All right. See you, Haku, and see you, Ino's going, I think. But I'm not going to go through the whole chain list. I am going to be playing this. I am going to stream it. I know Hobbs has the game. I don't know if anybody else on the stream has the game. But streaming it, playing it, it's going to be a ton of fun. Squad! God, I love that game. Okay, Severium has an update, just came out. It is live. And why do I keep talking about Severium? It's because I still have hope for this game. Like I said, I've done some voice work for Severium, and I still have hope for this game. I think it hopefully can do something with it. We'll see, but they really do a lot of adjusting of their weapons. They're really into tweaking weapon and armor and all those things. So I'm going to check that. I'll probably do a stream of Severium here too as well. And then I was talking to a gentleman this morning in Discord, and it was where's he at? General Crisis. I was talking to him. I had a great chat with him, and he was telling me about Project Zomboid. Hey, Pat and Forth, glad you're in the lounge. See, I know they're there. They're jumping right in there. I love it. And hey, I love it, man. The interface is. I've been doing communities for so long. I wish this had been around 10 years ago. But Project Zomboid, I've been on the fence about this one. It's gotten good reviews. I've seen some gameplays on it. I'm going to actually try the demo. That's what he said. He suggested try the demo. I may. Oh, okay. So Patton in Discord. I mean, that's going to be the hardest thing for me to remember. I want to keep saying Defiance. Right now, he just jumped in, and Patton's right there. And I think Patton's saying, I think Patton just said that he is the one. He's the guy from the chat who told me about this. You could do private messages with each other. People are jumping. I love this. Stay in here. Hang out in here. If you want to know anything about Shake's Pub or what I'm doing or anybody else is doing, just hang out here, and this is where it is going to be happening. But back to Project Zomboid. I'm going to try the demo, and if I'm digging it, I'm going to drop the $15. I don't know if anybody else has this game, but if you do and you want to hook up, there is multiplayer. Let me know. Oh, yeah, let's go back. Is Fallout 4 co-op confirmed? JM just typed that in there. I don't know. I thought it wasn't, but I hope it happens. I think that is will take it to the next level. It will be crazy. Okay, so Foster I'm Patton Forth. I'm going to talk to you, Foster, because I want to get you a gift for steering me to this, because it is amazing, dude. Okay, so what's Shake's patron? This has been something I have internally struggled with for various reasons. But basically, this is something I've created for people if in some ways they want to support me, but also get some perks for committed to this. And what I'd like you to do, if you're interested in this, is watch the video first. This video on this page here. Watch that. This is not for everybody. It's not something you definitely have to do. I will game with you even if you're not a patron. But there are some perks to being a patron. And if you have questions about that, one thing I'd say is talk to some of the people that have become patrons, especially like Hobbs. You know, Hobbs I think was like the first one. And talk to him, because I'm going to go out of, if you become a patron, I am going to go out of my way for you for a variety of reasons. One is just because I'm flattered, I guess, and honored that you committed to that. So part of that is out of the almost guilt, I feel like I got to give back to you, and I got to give back to you like 24/7. And you know, basically, if you come here and you decide to commit to this, one, again, you're supporting me. And the way I say in this video is I want you to think of it as like, you know, like an entertainer, basically. You know, if you go to a show and you enjoy seeing somebody, the work that they do, you leave a tip or whatever, or you pay to go. That's kind of what this is. And like what Hobbs is learning already is doing these videos and live streams and all that stuff, and especially trying to do good quality is a lot of work. But I love it. So it doesn't feel like work, but there's a lot going on under the scenes. Really, the video and the stream is really just the tip of the iceberg. It is a lot going on. And so really, this is a way, if you like it, you enjoy it, you want to see more of it. I do have some milestone goals on here. And so, you know, basically, if I reach certain levels, then I'm just going to up the game more and more and more. And so it goes from $1 to $10. The $10 pledge is limited. I already got 6 patrons at that level. And at this point, I want to do a shout out, and I'm going to pull up. I just got some here. Like last night, I woke up and I was just like, man, these people are great. Is that, you know, Baltasar 87 jumped on board. I got Cope Dingo now, who has jumped on at the VIP status level. I got Lucy in here, who now has bumped up their pledge. You know, I've got Hobbs, and again, I'm just saying everybody has to do this, but I do want to do a shout out to those people who have. Let's go right here. And I had another gentleman, another person I've known a long time. I've gamed with Naviticus, who is on here as Matthew Fellner. A big shout out to him, you know, that he has done that. And then I've got this Raymond Lichty. Shout out to Raymond. I'm not sure who that is in the gaming world name wise, and I feel bad that if I should know that, but it's not jumping out for me. But a big shout out to him as well. So again, I just want you to know about this. Some people will ask about this and wonder what it is. It is not in any way to say they are better than other people who choose to come to this hub here, or it just means they've decided to do this. And it also means that they're going to get some perks out of it, and you can see the list of what those perks are. And again, if you have questions about it, you can ask me, but also ask some of the patrons who are already in it, especially, again, like Hobbs, because he's been in it the longest, and part of what you get at certain levels is you get free games. And I think already I've thrown about $150 worth of free games to Hobbs because he's at the $10 level. So enough of that, though. I wanted you to see that. Let me get caught up on the chat, guys. I apologize. I was rambling there for a long time. Friday Night Rumble is on. Watch the video at the patron site. And the other thing is I'm not doing this for any particular reason other than this is awesome right here. There are people in here right now chatting away. And I'm typing to them right now. And again, a big, huge shout out to Patton the Fourth in this. And he's in here. He's got a different name, which I suck at names. And I already forgot. I apologize. The Foster. And I think I'm towards the end of my show. I'm going to be doing another one, obviously, tomorrow. We've got Friday. We got the Heroes and Generals Rumble. Saturday night, we got a patron event, which is going to be a kind of a Halloween-themed live stream. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to try to play No More Room in Hell, which is free to play. And next week, I am going to be scheduling the What's Shakin' show, this show, actually next week in the evening. Too many channels. Yeah, there's a lot of channels in here. I am going to have to tweak this. And they're sharing all kinds in here. They're sharing Fallout 4 stuff. It's going back and forth. And remember, this has voice too in here as well. So there's people right now in the Shake Stream public, which I'm going to jump in there right now. You guys hear me? Let's see if anybody responds. Hello. I'm gonna.
I can hear you.
Yeah. So hey guys, they're in the Shake Stream public right now. I just jumped in, and this is what's so cool about this is you're in here, right? And let's say you're doing a stream, and you're in your private stream group channel with a couple people you're doing the stream with, and then you got maybe 10 people who are in the public stream group, and you want to jump in there and say, "Hey, man," or pull a couple people into the private. You can. This is what's so cool about it, and each of you, let's start. If you got your mic on, just do a shout out because I want them to hear the quality of the voice. Go ahead.
Hey there, how you going?
That was JM.
Yeah, that was.
Are you digging it?
Yeah, it's awesome. The quality is so great. It's
Unreal. Awesome. And like I don't know if you did it, but what's cool is in the chat and stuff you can share pictures, files. Obviously I've set some rules on the channel, and if you share some weird stuff, you get that's not gonna be good. But most of the people obviously that I know and that have been a part of my community don't do that stuff. So you can set permissions with that and kind of all that kind of stuff. So anybody else got their mic on in this voice?
General Crisis here.
General Crisis. All right, great.
I thought Coke Dingo. Yeah, there's Coke Dingo.
All right,
Yeah, sorry. I had to fix my headset.
All right, Cope Dingo's in the house. And again, thank you, sir, for joining up with the Patreon group. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
And then General Crisis, I did a shout out for you earlier. Thank you for steering me to that the one game I was talking about. That is it Zomboid? No, what, did I get it right?
Project Zomboid.
Project Zomboid, yeah. Gonna check the demo out for that. And then Ramzan is in the house.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we got Lucy's in here. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I love that song. This is awesome. Ash Cloud's in here, and then where's that? Baltazar. Is Baltazar still around? Yeah, Baltazar's over there, but he's not in the voice here. Okay, I'm gonna jump back over the private, guys. Thanks again.
Okay.
All right, so that's how that works. Let me bump down here. Yeah, get to it's free. I know, it's awesome. Jump in here with us. It's everybody is invited. Yeah, and so next week, back to what I was saying. What's Shaken is an experiment. It's a work in progress, and so next week, I'm going to move it to evenings because I got people that are part of the community that are more in my time zone, and so I'm going to run it in the evening. And also it's going to give some other people opportunities to get on the show and co-host. And just so you guys know, I mean, I'm not sure where this show is going to end up. Whether people are liking it, enjoy it, want more of it. It may get longer in time span. I may get not only a special guest on, but at some point, maybe even some permanent co-hosts on here. So I'm always kind of scouting and looking for the right kind of person or people to get on the show, to make it more dynamic, and just build upon that. So definitely going to want to hear your thoughts about that if you guys are enjoying this, and especially this Discord thing. I think it's going to be a hit, but that's just my personal opinion. The other thing is, again, look for next week. There's going to be some special events for some of the patrons going on, some live streams and some other stuff, and I'm going to be getting some keys hopefully here soon I can give out. And I think that is it. Let me check the chat over here. Tommy's in here. Oh, is Tommy over in the... I think Tommy's in there too. I don't see him. We just got Sidaris just came in. That's awesome. Unreal. Thank you, Jam, for sharing that link. Yeah, this is going to be a Cope Dingo. This is going to be an army. This hub, this pub, this place is going to, I tell you, go through the roof. It is going to be epic. And what I love is you guys are going to be able to connect with each other, connect on games. No weird ranks or clan stuff. None of that stuff. It's just a hub to connect, share information, and have fun. Period. Okay, Loomis just got in the lounge. Hard Killer. I love that. So that's that. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I am going to go live after this. I'm going to stream. Let me check. There's 2 new messages in here somewhere. I am going to stream something. I'm guessing probably Heroes and Generals because I have so much fun on it. I had somebody asking. But, guys, this was awesome, What's Shaking, in my opinion, because part of it was Shirley, this Discord. I'm just amped. I got to go outside and get some fresh air. So I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys. And, again, I want to thank you guys who have supported me, not just through the patron service, but just in general. Some of you supported me a long time, and I really, really appreciate that. And I'm feeling really, really sentimental. I'm so stupid. I'm going to wrap this up now with my tune. All right, guys, this has been What's Shaking with Shake and Bake, and I'll see you guys soon. If you're going to join the stream, I'll be cranking that out here in a couple minutes. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for subs. Thanks for likes. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for coming to Shake's Pub, and you guys have a great day.